So this is the spot for the second hole. I'm gonna dig the second hole and put it here for the flower. So yeah, let me take the flower and the manure that I've just brought in, so that I can put it here. So this is the second spot. This is where we are going to be putting the next flower. It will be here. Okay, let me just position my camera nicely. Right, so that's where we are going to dig the next hole and we'll put it there. Yeah, so right there, that's where we're gonna put the next hole. We're gonna put it in. Right, so it's a small hole. That's not going to be as deep as that other one, because that other one was quite big. This one isn't that big. You look at the soil. Soil is very fertile. There are not many places that you can get soil like this. And I'm very certain that the trees will do well, because we have dug 1 meter by 1 meter, and they should be able to thrive. And we've put lots of manure in the Murakwan mulch. Right. So there we are. This isn't going to be very big. It's not going to be very big, this one. Need to make it right. So the topsoil, I'll put it aside on its own. Right. I'll put the topsoil here. You can see how the soil looks like. Here I'm gonna be doing organic farming. In all my fields, I'm gonna be doing organic farming. I don't wanna put any synthetic fertilizer, not at all. The moment I set my foot here on this place, I'm not going to accept any insecticides. I'm not going to accept any synthetic fertilizers. I'm just going to use the organic matter and the manure. You see, this is good. This is good. This is good. You can see that when it mixes with the topsoil, it nourishes the plants, and you get lots of food. Those plants will be very healthy. We are blessed abundantly to have land to grow our own food. Yahweh is destined, the tribes of Yeshua are to be wealthy people. because he has given them estate, he has given them land wherever they go. The children of Yashua have got land according to their customs and their laws governed by the Torah. Each of the tribes must have, each family of the tribes must have land. And that is the greatest wealth that anyone can hope for. You know, all these things, all these other things are flimsy. They will go away, but the land will forever be with you. And you can work on that land as long as Yah gives you health. You can work on that land and it can give you enough for your sustenance, even sometimes to sell and get extra wealth. And so this is how blessed we are. This is how blessed we are. I still consider this as topsoil, so I'll put it there. Yeah, now I think this one that I'm gonna dig now, I put it separately because it's not as fertile as the top one, but this is the one that is rich in minerals. Yes, the minerals. I think I'm gonna take this soil and put it in water and drink it. This is a better mineral supplement than the synthetic ones that we buy from the shops. I'm sure I must gain something out of it. I will see. I'll test it myself. Drink this water. Put this in borehole water, at least natural water coming straight from the ground, and put the soil in that water, let it settle, then drink it. I'm sure there must be some health benefits that one can get from drinking water that is mixed with the elements that have not been tainted. At least this portion of my land has never been put fertilizer, and so it is virgin. It is still good, right? This is still virgin. This whole land is still virgin. No fertilizer has been put yet onto this land, and I'm going to keep it this way. I don't want to put any synthetic fertilizers in it. I just want it to remain pristine and virgin as it is, and make sure that my plants, they will grow without any of these so-called modern fertilizers and their chemicals, pesticides. Now, I pray Yah will protect my crops and give me wisdom to be able to mix natural herbs so that I can be able to treat my plants if ever they have a challenge of insecticides and fungicides. Right, let's get on and dig and see how far we can go. That's what we want to achieve. That's what we want to achieve today. We want to plant these flowers. They came here for that purpose. They came onto the land for that purpose, so that we can be able to grow, so that we may be able to grow as much as we can on this land. We have these flowers. They will help us. They will help us a lot. failing to make this sit nicely. It must sit nicely. Where it was, okay, I'll put it back where it was. I think there's no better spot than there. Right. We just continue digging there.
Wrong magadi.
You see?
Nani rakadi basi.
Awa tungoda redu. Kwadi kwa mafa.
Akwadabva kuri nani?
That's the beauty of the countryside life. You don't just pass people without greeting them. Nah, it's not like that. I don't know this man from nowhere. But because he's a human being and he's passing by my place, he greeted me, I greeted him. See? That way, your stress levels go down. If you don't talk to human beings and interact with them and you're always moody, your stress levels also go up. You should never pass a person and not greet them. Greeting people reduces the stress level in you. Interaction with people in a cordial manner, in a loving manner, it also increases on your health. Yes. We need to go back to the way our forefathers used to live. That's how they lived their lives. That's why you nation, you are called Yeshua, because Yahuwah gave you the laws to live by. And we had better live by those laws, beloved. If we don't live by those laws, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not a life. This is the soil full of minerals. I love this soil. I grew up here. And this is the soil that we know, that we have in this land. And I've seen my grandparents growing and getting a lot of food from this land. And so I know it's a soil that gives you plenty of. Right. I think if I get this out, yeah, my flower doesn't have a very big root. has retained its moisture. We have to throw away all this plastic, make sure that it doesn't pollute our land. Don't want any of these things polluting our space. This stuff must be bent. Yes. Moisture has been retained. Still quite wet, you can see. Best way to retain moisture on your plants, especially when you carry them from one garden to the other. And right, this is it. This is a this flower produces a very nice scent, especially for the evening air. I'm going to really transplant these and put them just next to the house once the house is on. Yeah, there's plenty of shoots here which we must be able to utilize once it is settled and taken. Yeah, that's what. So we don't need a very deep hole for this one, which probably this is the last dig that I've done. Shovel this up. Fortunately here there's not even a rock like what I made in the first one. Lots of rocks, the big ones for that matter, and being not so used to hard labor. Battled. I battled, but this is good for your soul. Working is good for your soul. Yah gave us this work so that we may be healthy and we may also grow mentally. This work is good for you. It's not really bad. It's good for you. Once you get into the rhythm of it, you don't complain about digging, don't complain about weeding, cultivating, all that stuff. It becomes part of your second nature. Yes, it's labor. It's bound to be hard, but getting used to it and working also normal hours, you always look forward to the next Labor Day. That's how it is. You get tired today, but tomorrow you're looking forward to going back. Especially when you see the benefits coming out of it. When you enjoy the fruit of your labor and eating from your own garden, something that you know what you put into it, right? You eat it with a settled heart. Not these things that we're buying from the shops. Buy a tomato that can last on the shelf for a whole month, and you're thinking you're eating food. Come on. That's not food, eh? That's not food. I want to promote organic eating. If you are not wise enough to realize that organic food is the best for you, then that's your problem. I am trying to grow organic food right here so that whoever is going to eat my food, I'm not going to be found accountable for their death because I gave them poisonous food, like what I was doing. You know, these cabbages, they were spraying them. And I realized that that's not the way to go. So now I'm going to be using organic insecticide and fungicides for my next crop. And once I'm here, there is no more fertilizer. There is no more fertilizer once I'm here. No more fertilizer. So that's how we are going to go. Right, so maybe let me put the manure first on the, just to change the soil profile a little bit. change the soil profile a little bit. You see how much this flower will flourish. It will flourish big time. Let's see. How much can we? No, I think we still need to put some more soil. Let me put some more soil. Okay, mix it a little bit. Mix it again. Topsoil now. I pray, Abba Yahuwah, Elohim, Father, may you barakah this plant and make it flourish and do the work that it is supposed to do in my field. Heavenly Father, I thank you that you have kept this plant alive, and may you keep it and make it flourish and make it grow. In Yahushua's name, I pray. Alala Uya. Yeah, so there we are. I'm just gonna put the topsoil, the bottom soil now for minerals. Right, this is going to give minerals readily. Right, the minerals mix with the vitamins, food that is in there. Guys will come in. Okay. Magali. This is a long tiripo makadini.
I just put this here as well, that you may get watered. Probably might have a mango tree coming up. They used just to grow like that. Just put a peep in the soil and it grows. That's how it used to be. Things have changed now. The rains are not coming as much as they used to. Let me just make a ridge so that the water may be. The water may not flow out.
Shumba, muregedza zvichifa muchipedza mombe dzenyu muno kungofira mahara. Vanhu vari panapa hamusi responsible. Izvo ndiri kuona makumbo emombe akazara muno. Unosvika kuti mbudzi unozvifambisa sei Shumba panapa?
Kunotaura kuti miti yakadyarwa munhu aine tari miti ngarege kufa yazonzi ndiwe nebasa une basa reina sei wakapuwa basa remitiyo saka unenge uchamuita semunhu achitorwa iyo
vana vadi zvinonetsa
unotaura kuti hai wakagadzambuira zviri zonzi hausi unondipa mari
saka ari kupa mari wongomuparadza zvavo
izvo zvanoita zvanoita kuti kana vayoratidza zvacho zvaramba kuita manje otoati ndingakoto zvasingaiti
ndozvavanoita.
miti yakadyarwa pamwe chete newe papapo hatingadi yakotobereka yese miti yakata sei
Yese ingadai yakubereka, yes. Especially mimengo. Ingadai yakutobereka because miti ndiri kuanguma makadi because miti mizhinji yakauya panapa yanga iri grafted.
Anomuona manje.
Yanga iri grafted and ingadai yabereka zvino. They were grafted trees that should have been giving fruit by now. But I don't know. It's difficult doing this away from home. You can't farm.
Amungu vaichiti kana muripo imozo zotomona zvinofamba. Kana musipo kudaizvo mabaka. Wotongora kuti munhu mari kurasira mara.
Ndizvo. Wasting money, employing people to do work which they are not doing. Imagine I've just planted 2 trees in less than an hour. So 2 flowers in less than an hour. I know for trees it will be deeper. So if they could work at that rate, I'm an old man. And I'm not so used to it as I used to be when I was younger. And these guys are much younger. I don't know why they can't work efficiently and being productive and get the worth of their money, but they're just getting money and for nothing. This is very depressing. Very, very depressing. I just hope, will make it possible for me to come back onto my land as the soonest and start working on my land. And make sure that it becomes productive again. Yeah. Bye. See you in the next one.